Tēnā koutou. Kia ora, and welcome to this video on how to complete assessment verification records. Verification is used to primarily confirm a learner's skill, knowledge and competency. It may also be used to provide descriptive feedback about learners' attitudes, for example, attitudes to workplace safety. Workplace verifications are used as a source of evidence to demonstrate a learner competency. They can be especially useful for verifying practical performance or naturally occurring evidence collected in the workplace. Comments provided should relate directly to what you are being asked to assess or verify and describe the learner's competency. Consider the following when undertaking verification. How do I know this person is competent? The answer to this should make up your comments. Your comments should tell a story of that person's competency. Verification should be concise, descriptive and honest and written in a manner that supports the learner. There is no need to write an essay. Bullet-pointed comments are fine. Provide descriptive examples of what they have done. Comment on what you observe. Your comments should paint a picture of the learner's performance. Are they consistently able to demonstrate the skills to the required standard? How many times have they been able to demonstrate competency over what duration? Can they vary their practices if the context changes? For example, planting in a dry sandy soil and then changing to plant in a wet clay soil. Have they transferred the skills, knowledge and attitudes that they learn into day-to-day workplace practices? Are they operating at expectation or are they operating above or below expectation? Make sure your expectation aligns with the level they're working at. Here are some good examples of a verification of a learner's competency that could be provided. See how the activities are noted and are great descriptions on what the verifier has done to observe knowledge, skill and competency. The detail of the comments help to show that the verifier has a thorough process allowing them to confirm the learner has met workplace requirements. Here are some real examples of verifier comments from the agriculture and horticultural sectors. As they come on screen, pause the video and decide if you feel the comments are good, poor or inadequate. Good comments will show the detail of what the verifier observed. Poor comments have some information but don't show how the verifier can know for certain if the learner is competent. Inadequate comments are those that have little or no information. Here's the first one. Philip is very good at implementing the animal health plan on farm. He understands the health issues that arise seasonally and is able to address and treat as required. Trainee was verified by his supervisor carrying out these tasks on a day-to-day basis over a 3-month period. I talked with the verifier who confirmed the tasks were carried out to industry standards. The trainee provided work records from his line detailing numbers and quality over a 4-week period. Pat has a sound knowledge of animal health from prevention to treatment. He also understands calf rearing process on farm. Conversations with the trainee show good depth of understanding of health and safety requirements for spray application and confidence in her ability to use the correct equipment for the application of agrochemicals. This is reflected in the employer giving more responsibility to the trainee, who has now been operating the boom sprayer in the orchard for the last month and is helping to manage the spray program for the pip fruit block. Great understanding of biosecurity and what a plan should contain. Spoke to Joe, Mike's employer, by phone. He confirmed that he is very capable and is always reporting back on pasture residuals and his opinion on whether the cows are being well fed or underfed. Joe values his opinion and said that his observations are always accurate. Conversations with the trainee show good depth of understanding of feed requirements and confidence in her ability to manage this. This is reflected in the employer giving more responsibility to the trainee for managing the feeding of the herd. Great work. Tick and signature. Fred has a good history of consistently submitting high-quality monthly reports in a timely fashion. He has also presented a very good benchmarking project that his tutor said is the best she has ever seen. The topics covered were lameness and mating, which Fred and I discussed. Fred is implementing the changes he recommended in his report. He is looking at possible OAD milking on heifers to improve mating results. Here's a final sign-off comment. Will has returned to farming after embarking on a building career. He has fully embraced dairy farming and is taking all opportunities to learn and upskill. He has regular visits with his farm consultant and uses the opportunity to analyse his farm operation and make improvements. Will and his wife are purchasing the herd for the 2018-2019 season and will be 50-50 share milkers going forward. I'm familiar with the farm's operation from my position as TA, and Will's diligence and ability to run this farm to the owner's expectations is plain to see. The owner is delighted with Will's progress. Here are some examples of good verified comments from the dairy processing sector. Sam takes a lead role in coordinating health and safety activities for his team. John was observed by me carrying out these tasks on a day-to-day basis over a 3-month period. His accuracy with his use of scales has improved over this time. I have watched Sarah take samples of final product over the last 6 months. She always follows company procedures for sampling, and there has been no contamination reported from samples. I saw Megan wearing her overalls and PPE correctly. She followed the SOP for crossing the red line and was able to clearly explain how she maintains her hygiene standards when in the plant. Anna maintains her desk and work area to our company 5S standard as supported by this photo. Michael identified a gap in the current SOP and submitted a change request to update it. Erin gathers and communicates information through our daily production whiteboard, standard company forms, and can convey information both verbally and through email. See photos attached. And here are some examples of insufficient verified comments in dairy processing. Fred is a safe worker and knows what he's doing. Simon is good at this task, no problems. Yes, good, okay, sweet as. Follows procedure as per SOP. Verification shows or provides evidence for the following. Authenticity, it confirms that it is the learner's work. Sufficiency, it identifies that she has provided sufficient evidence to meet the requirements of this part of the unit standard. Different assessment techniques used, that's triangulation, observation, questioning, and workplace documentation. Transference of knowledge, skills and attitude into workplace practice. Quality and quantity of work undertaken. That she is operating at the required level. Meeting health and safety requirements. The ability to change their practices dependent on context. Currency, that the knowledge, skills and attitudes demonstrated are recent. That actions taken reflect current industry and workplace practices. That activities undertaken comply with legislative requirements, for example, health and safety legislation. Here are some final comments. Check that you have completed all the verifications required. Look for the green highlighted sections if completing paper-based verifications. Ensure that you have signed and dated each of the verifications as required. Ensure your verification relates to what you are being asked so that it contributes to evidence. In conclusion, verification is used to primarily confirm a learner's skill, knowledge, and competency. You should provide descriptive verifications of the learner's performance against what is being requested and ensure that this aligns. Complete and check verifications to ensure that they provide valid and sufficient evidence that can be used to determine learner competency. Thanks for watching. Tēnā koutou, kia ora no tātou, ka kite anō.